Well, I've been talking to you this whole time in my native language. I just have an accent. So this girl was pretty young. I would say I think she was about 12 or 13 at the time that this happened. And you know, it honestly might have been the same trip as my last story, because we were headed to Kentucky. So we're there and we're performing with quite a few other people. And one of the performers was Guy McLean. And he is Australian, if you don't know who he is. So I'm actually sitting there and I'm doing this young girl's hair, and we're at the stalls because we were running late. So I was trying to get her hair done real fast before we performed. And she turns around and she looks at me after Guy had passed us and he had said a few words to us, and she goes, "Ginger, do you think that he would talk to us in his native language?" And I'm like, "Yes, you should ask him when he comes back." So here comes Guy back and I'm nudging her on, you know, like, ask him. And she's being a little shy now at this point because she kind of feels that something's up if I'm really egging her on. So I'm like, "Hey Guy, come here." And he's like, "Yes, mate," and comes over. I was like, "She has a question for you." He's like, "Oh yeah, what is it?" And she says, "Will you talk to me in your native language?" And he, the look on his face, he's like, "Well, I've been talking to you this whole time in my native language. I just have an accent." So yeah, homeschool fail number 2.
Hope you enjoyed today's episode of Horse Stories on Global Horse Network. We'd like to thank this month's sponsor, Snafflebit Clothing Company, for all your horse and apparel needs. Visit them on the web at snafflebitclothingcompany.com. If you like what we're doing or you don't, make sure that you put it in the comments below, because there's nothing I like better than to aggravate somebody like a sandburr under your saddle pad. Be sure to share our stuff on all the social media platforms, because that's what all the cool kids are doing. Be sure to subscribe if you like what we're doing. If you want to be notified whenever we're posting new content and some kick-ass stuff, click on the notification bell. If you like what we're doing, click the like button. If you hate what we're doing, click that bad boy twice, because there's nothing that I enjoy more than a good hater. And as always, ride hard, be safe, and have fun.